Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be looking this time at something to do with your structure that will improve a lot of things that you do in Aikido and in martial arts and actually just in life. Going to do something that will probably annoy you, but it's a good thing to be doing. It will probably cause you to do something that you've never done in a very long time. But it's a really important thing to do, so we're going to do that one. Here, simple setup for this drill. I have, what you need is a piece of string. I'm using a bar here because it makes it really obvious to see. What you need is put a piece of string between 2 points on a wall that you can go to either side of. Do it in a door frame, corner of a room, washing line, doesn't matter. What's important is that it's at shoulder height. So you see here, this is at my shoulder height. That is really important. The reason for that will become apparent in a minute. It can be lower than shoulder height, but it cannot be higher. Okay? So shoulder height's ideal. All you're going to do is duck under this. This is an exercise and a drill that I have shamelessly stolen from boxing, but I've heavily adapted it to what we're going to do here. So a boxer, they get pieces of string, they'll put a piece of string up, and it's a headwork drill. They'll duck under, so punch, under, punch. And that's a thing that they do. That's not what we're going to do, but it's a similar principle. You are going to duck under it, you are going to go to the other side of it, but you are not going to do this. You're going to maintain your posture, your shizentai, sink everything down, and go under like this. The bit you'll probably never done before is the bending your knees. Most people, when they duck under something, do this. But when you do this, you bend over, you collapse everything in, you lose your structure, you lose your posture, and you can't even see anything around you. Here, we keep upright, we see everything, and we come up. That's how we have to do that. It's the easiest thing in the world. Try not to hit your head if you're using a solid object. Here. When you have that, what I need you to do is start using your footwork. So instead of just being here and I will duck down, now I'll come up, step back a bit, step forward, under, here, step forward, under, here. And this is using the Irimiyashi motion. So here, and backwards, but you're doing it under this. The key to this is to bend your knees, keep your weight under you, keep your head up. There'll be a tendency to duck like this. Try not to let that happen. If you're not used to bending your knees, which a lot of us aren't, that's something you might struggle with, but that's what has to be done. When you've got used to doing some of the footwork movements that we've practiced under this, what you then want to do is start turning under it. You might recall we have a movement called Irimi Tenkan, where we step, turn, and step back. Same idea. This starts to build up some really important technical movements that you need to do. One of them specifically, there's a technique called Shihonagi, and almost everybody does Shihonagi wrong. This will help you do it right. And it will actually transfer into a lot of other techniques that we do, like Iriminagi, Tenshinagi. Ikkyo, Nikkyo, Sankyo. You'll get to all these, but this is a foundational movement for all of them. It's weird, but it's true. In Shihonagi, your person will come in and you will do this, and then arm is here. And this arm goes down, and then you go under the arm. The vast majority of people when they do Shihonagi take the arm over their head, thus off balancing themselves backwards, and the person they're doing it to pulls them down and stands on their head. Because that is an option when you do this wrong. This motion will teach you to catch the arm. Here, this is the person's shoulder. You have to go under this and back up. If you cannot do this, you will struggle to do a lot of Aikido well. You'll get away with bits, but if you meet someone stronger, faster, heavier, better, or just wise to what you're doing, not a chance. Have to bend your knees. And this is an exercise you can practice a lot, anywhere, with not very much effort. See here? I want to try and keep this as upright as possible. Shoulders back, good posture, and up. That's the idea. So you practice that, that'll start to work on a lot of things which carry through to many of our other techniques, which hopefully we can get to when we get back onto the mats.